smile and you feel like you ain't good enough. You've been depressed for a while and you're looking rough. You need to get up on your feet, nod your head to the beat. Take both of your middle fingers and put them up. Nobody needs to accept you, accept you. Don't need a god or a devil to bless you. No need to stress cause this world's a mess and there'll never ever be a Superman to the rescue. When you're feeling like there's nowhere else to turn to, when you're feeling like everyone's out to burn you, just remember that I'm right here telling you you're beautiful and I don't think the planet deserves you. Believe in yourself cause that's all that it takes. You can stand tall and still fall on your face, but you wouldn't be you without all your scars and all your flaws and all your mistakes. And you never had a choice from the start. You may as well flip a coin in the dark, but when bad things happen to the point that it's hard, don't forget to listen to the voice in your heart. Everybody knows the wrong from the right. Live for today but keep tomorrow in your sight. Gotta stand up for everything you believe in cause you know it has a reason, but how long can you fight? Gotta search for the strength within you. Power up, press play, continue. Most humans don't use their brains. Let nothing that they say offend you. And don't pretend to be something you're not. And don't let haters fuck up your plot, cause nothing's about the stuff that you got. So fuck what you thought, you're beautiful.
There's something you should know. I think you're beautiful and you don't need to change a thing. They say that you're unusual, but fuck the bullshit. Though them people hate on things that ain't the same. They're stuck off in their cubicle until their funeral because society has stained their brain. Remember that you can go wherever you want to, but when you're different, you're proclaimed insane.
If you ever been called a monster, if you ever been called a freak, if you ever been bullied in your school and you didn't go back the following week, if you ever been treated like an outcast, if you ever felt alienated, if you ever been told that you're no good, you got no future and you ain't gon' make it, if you ever felt suicidal, if you ever just wanted to die, if you ever felt stuck on this planet, uncomfortable, suffering, wondering why, if you ever felt lied to, like you don't even know what the fuck is true, then I'm lighting this blunt and I'm blowing it up and I'm raising my cup to you. Let's celebrate your greatness and how you don't tolerate fakeness, even though they keep you down and they try to keep you quiet and they want to keep you locked up in cages. Stay strong and remember that you ain't wrong. Never show no fear when you're taking a stand. You gotta have control of your life as a whole. Don't ever let no motherfuckers make up your plan. I urge you to search and to find and to open your mind, but you gotta know the truth hurts. It's the evil that men do, so I recommend you find peace and just always put you first. So before you start getting sad and before you start going crazy, I think you're beautiful. If no one's told you lately,
there's something you should know. I think you're beautiful and you don't need to change a thing. They say that you're unusual, but fuck the bullshit. Though them people hate on things that ain't the same. They're stuck off in their cubicle until their funeral because society has stained their brain. Remember that you can go wherever you want to, but when you're different, you're proclaimed insane.
Yo, turn the beat up a little, I'ma stand back for the mic a little bit. Yo, life for me's a flashback when I think back to the past that enable me to still do what I do at the drop of a hat. Dead or in jail if it wasn't for rap, or a federal cell growing up a young black male. My decisions were my own, I'm blessed and I get fed from a silver spoon. It might have spoiled my goals. My debut, it came straight from the soul. To tell it how I see it, on blind with mind control. Could have easily adapted the trends, chasing them ends, which is today's cardinal sin, start of the end. Album number 2, Jewels garnered me praise and solidified my spot as a force to be reckoned. Now die hearts checking for me, showing me love when I'm out and about. Cars pass shouting me out. Things get to clicking with vinyl and CDs start moving. Change is looming, time consuming, with a slight edge of popularity comes with a taste of power that can fuck up your head. Moved on to my 3rd LP. Bon Appetit was a miss, failure, that was the talk in the streets. I took it as a slap in the face. Overnight love turned to hate, put me in a whole nother space. Always been an anti-nigga, instead of standing on the sidelines bitter, I made Star Challenge smoking mirrors. Now look at the games, the same bunch of widows without saying names. The weak you accept as your hero. Take away the music, listen to my acapellas. My shit is art with textures, depth, and colors in it. Love and pain combined with real feelings, highs and lows, so vivid it'll touch your spirit. When it's my time from this world to move on, an angelic voice will be heard singing this very song.
Fantastic piece of architecture. Fantastic piece of architecture.
The day of the Geechee is gone, boy. And you going with it.
Yeah, nigga. Immortal technique. Metaphysics. The bling bling era was cute, but it's about to be done. I'll leave you full of clips like the moon blocking the sun. My metaphors are dirty like herpes, but harder to catch. Like an escape tunnel in prison. I started from scratch, and now these parasites want 1% of my ass cap. Trying to control perspective like an acid flashback. But here's a quotable for every single record exec. Get your fucking hands out my pocket, nigga, like Malcolm X. But this ain't a movie, I'm not a fan or a groupie, and I'm not the type of cat you can afford to miss if you shoot me. Curse the heavens and laugh when the sky electrocutes me. Immortal technique stuck in your thoughts, darkening dreams. No one's as good as me, they just got better marketing schemes. I lead you to your own destruction like sparking a fiend. Cause you got jealousy in your voice like Starscream, and that's the primary reason that I hate y'all faggots. I've been nice since niggas got killed over 8-ball jackets and Reebok pumps that didn't do shit for the sneaker. I'm a heat seeker with features that'll reach through the speaker and murder counter revolutionaries personally. Break a thermometer and force feed his kids mercury. A&Rs tried jerking me, thinking they call shots. Offered me a deal and a blanket full of smallpox. You're all getting shot, you little fucking treacherous bitches. This is the business, and y'all ain't getting nothing for free. And if you devils play broke, then I'm taking your company. You could call it reparations or restitution. Lock and load, nigga. Industrial revolution. I want $53 million for my college stands, like the Bush administration gave to the Taliban. And fuck packing grams, nigga, learn to speak and behave. You wanna spend 20 years as a government slave? 2 million people in prison, keep the government paid. Stuck in a 6x8 cell, alive in the grave. I was made by revolution to speak to the masses. Deep in the club, toast the truth. Reach for your glasses, I'll burn an orphanage just to bring heat to you bastards. Innocent deep in the casket, Colombian fashion, intoxicated off the flow like Thug's passion. You motherfuckers will never get me to stop blasting. You better off asking Ariel Sharon for compassion. You better off begging for 20 points from a label. You better off battling cancer under telephone cables. Technique chemically unstable, set to explode. Foretold by the Dead Sea Scrolls, written in code. So if your message ain't shit, fuck the record you sold. Cause if you go platinum, it's got nothing to do with luck. It just means that 1 million people are stupid as fuck. Stuck in the underground, a general that rose to the limit. Without distribution managers, a dealer, a gimmick. Revolutionary Volume 2, murder the critics and leave your fucking body rotten for the roaches and crickets. This is the business, and y'all ain't getting nothing for free. And if you devils play broke, then I'm taking your company. You could call it reparations or restitution. Lock and load, nigga. Industrial revolution.
Yeah.
I wake up like yesterday gave birth to me, and I live like every day is the first for me. If I die, just listen to this. I'll be living through the words in every verse that you heard from me. I philosophize, I have a theory on metaphysics that haunts my mind. Let me try to explain. See, my being is being contained. So what you're seeing isn't me, it's just something my being be in. See, I'm really the soul that my body keeps in, the energy that you only feel when I'm speaking. My physical features are just features. My mouth is no different than speakers. My eyes are like cameras, ears are like microphones, and it gets deeper. See, what if when you die you're really waking up, and what you thought was your life is a dream and you made it up? I think about the power of the human brain. Mother Nature made birds and we made planes. Fish have gills, we made scuba gear. The future's near, just think about what we doing here. What's the definition of a God? Creator, omnipotent power that sees all. We capable of all three, I mean really though. With one click of a button I can see any hoe. With one click of a button I can learn anything. If knowledge is power, then why ain't I already king? I dedicate this to the smart niggas and loved ones that aren't with us. Smoke. It's like I'm living in a dream. When I'm awake, it's like I'm slipping in between what I perceive as my reality and different vivid schemes that I conceive when I meditate with this weed and sit and picture obscene shit. Like what if aliens are humans from the future that discover time travel through nuclear transducers and use them to go back to the past to redo us, abuse them and get greedy and screw us, and here we are. And what if they playing with us like Sims games? It's insane what I could think of in this brain. DMT is to blame. Once you see the truth, you never see it the same. And what if reincarnation is real and we go to war and our whole entire nation is killed, and we come back and we reincarnate in the cells that a next generation kills with all expelled? Think urban shaman, burning herbal chronics for eternal knowledge beyond anything you would learn in college. It's like the perfect diamond shining, shedding light into a person's conscience. They trust in us because our word is honest. My verbal leave a nerd astonished. We prefer melodics, harmonizing verses for the earth and every person on it. If everyone died at the same time, the afterlife will be earth for a second try. What if we evolve like game graphics? Imagine pixels exploding when Big Bang happened. Early man was Atari, we currently PS3, so we evolve in the same patterns. Your brain's magic, and anything you plug in your subconscious just may happen. Like great rapping, I decided at a very young age I wanna be on J status, and I may pass it. If you don't think that you're great, then you'll remain average. The Shaman.
Nothing in the world compares to being a kid. I remember growing up and all the things that I did. Being bad, getting into trouble. Clothes soaking wet cause I was stomping in a puddle. Playing with my friends had my day gone. It was time to go inside when the lights came on. Dirty as could be when I came in from the street. But dinner's on the table and I'm ready to eat. Just me and my mom and my crazy brother. Daddy wasn't there, but that just made us tougher. I didn't even ask why my father left. Mother's love was enough and I was always blessed. She was beautiful and young and she was kinda wild. And the world got brighter every time she smiled. Nothing was able to take the magic away. I really miss how things used to be back in the day.
When I was a youngster, I never knew the world was so cold. Now I see this place for what it is as I grow old.
I remember when I was a kid, things were much different. Everything was great, everything was so innocent. I didn't have a clue and I was happy to be ignorant. Full of so much energy, passion and bewilderment. Didn't have the internet, didn't have an Instagram, didn't have a Facebook, really didn't give a damn. Whenever I was bored, I'd go outside and play. I wasn't glued to a phone the entire day. But as I grew older, my life grew harder. The days grew colder, the nights grew darker. Everything they taught in school and all the things I thought I knew really had me tripping when it all turned out to not be true. Then I turn on the news and they lie and they lie. It has me thinking to myself, hell, why should I try? I miss the good old days, feeling fine in my youth. Now I spend every second I have fighting for truth.
When I was a youngster, I never knew the world was so cold. Now I see this place for what it is as I grow old.
Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance.
Sometimes I wish I never existed. I'm so pessimistic, but what if I was dead in an instant? I wouldn't live to regret it, but I know it's better to live it. What I'm doing, pursuing happiness, so where do I get it? It's there in the distance, and just when I start to feel like I got it, the ground crumbles from underneath me, and I spill it and drop it. My life keeps on passing me by while I just sit here and watch it. A lonely man that's lucky to have a dollar bill in his pocket. I feel microscopic. Is anybody seeing me at all? Or am I invisible? Am I speaking to a wall? I should expect that nobody would ever be there when I call. I guess I could count on concrete to be there when I fall. How far can this go on? Will it last that long? At the crossroads, sweating with a backpack on. I picture my life, but I think I got the hashtag wrong. So I'll switch it here, £, sad, sad song.
Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance.
Have you ever felt the burning of how torturous it is when your life is just a series of unfortunate events? And the more you search for happiness, the further that it gets. And when you find it, there's a fence on the border where it sits, and you're forced to lose your grip, so you slip into the darkness, starting not to care. Now you're feeling kinda heartless, living in a mental prison, dealing with the hardships. Take care of your family, you still do that regardless. And it's been hard since you can't recall the memory, but you are blessed with eyes that let you see so vividly. Running for your life has left you with no energy. You absorb pain and misdirect the negativity. I guess you get no sympathy, most certainly it hurts, it burns. You start asking what your purpose, what your worth. You're cursed, and nothing's worse than when you're swerving in a hearse. So I'll see you where the sun kisses the surface of the
Where I
earth.
belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the horizon. Where I belong, in the distance. Where I belong, we'll meet at the no one. Through the grey light drift with the dust, the cool rush of the air, the tall green fern and the creek. And full of enchantment I sang me there, in a green wood by the water fair. Just as the words came up to me, I sang it under the wild moon. Winter-shins turned eyes, singing low, watching the white bird come and go. No cloud in the deep dark blue, under the thick-thatched branches. Twilight came, planet of evening and silver flame. By darkening paths, I wandered through thicket, trembling with throat. The music is lost and the words are gone. The song I sang as I sat alone.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed, so Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving, blood leaking through the cloth. She cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight, so happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me and ease my mind, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. So I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Imagine me and you, I do, I think about you. Imagine me and you, I do, I think about you. Day and night, it's only right at night. Hearts at
Alone and depressed, feel like there's a hole in my chest. Soul stress, dealing with these difficulties and tests. Deep in despair, needed to be pulled from the depths. People don't care, at least until your moment of death. Then they cry, and everybody says how great that you were. Funny how you have to die to get the praise you deserve. Guess we're meant to witness life through all the ways that it hurts. I'm excited just to find the be erased from this earth. Searching for truth, only find a seat in betrayal. Disappointed frequently cause I repeatedly fail. It annoys me equally to be in need of some wealth. When I believe in ECD, but me could easily sell. There's no peace in this hell, only struggle and pain. Love and hate coincide to become one of the same. What's the fate of those who die? Do they have something to gain? Or does it take away your mind until you're stuffed in the grave?
Keep your distance. I'm trying to speak, so please just listen. These words are killing me. Keep your distance. I'm trying to speak, so please just listen. These words are killing me.
Yo, we grow obsessed with each other and then it blows apart. Feels like there's a dagger that's stabbing into your lonely heart. We roam around in the dark and search for source of light, and all we seem to find is another reason for wars to fight. A mortal life is so short, it's sort of elusive. As soon as you're introduced to get used to it, you just lose it. Stupid to be lonely with so many here beside us, but we only see the negative and we let it divide us. Never like it's dying, so surviving life is difficult. Spiritual designed to be divided by the physical. Think you find your soulmate, they go and make your heart break. Hard to wait until you make relations that are not fake. Why regain the past? The fire is turned to ash. I'm trying to learn the facts, no time to be turning back. Kinda hurting bad, but I'll never let it get me down. Long as I know people want me dead, I'm gonna stick around.
Keep your distance. I'm trying to speak, so please just listen. These words are killing me. Keep
undivided rage. I know with pain on my life. Life has changed, you never step inside the same river twice. Night is balanced by the light, describing malice when I write. Without a challenge, life is like paralysis, it won't excite. So you have to cope, gather hope. Why you trying to stand alone? Trees are full of fruit, so there's the reason why we can't elope. Loneliness is solitude and nothing of life. Solitude is good, but loneliness will fuck up your life. Mine is inescapable, our desire is insatiable. How can simple atoms be combined and then create a soul? It's beautiful. Assume the role of writer and main character. Humans should pursue the goal of trying to learn to share the earth. We're scared at first, and once we grow, we get more scared. Babies being slaughtered in a game of modern warfare. Even if I hate you, you're my sisters and brothers. Instead of fighting all the time, let's just exist with each other.
Keep your distance. I'm trying to speak, so please just listen. These words are killing me. Keep your distance. I'm trying to speak, so please just listen. These words are killing me. These words are killing me. These words are killing me. I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I'm really sick of living, stuck and trapped in the system. You're just a brick in the wall, and I got my back up against it. I represent the resistance, they want me back up in prison. But I'm the master of my path, and I won't slack on my mission. You're lacking the vision, so I'm just gonna cut to the chase. They hide the truth in plain view, right in front of your face. I used to think the world was normal, but that wasn't the case. We're just some goyim on a hamster wheel, running in place. Turn up the bass, I grab the microphone, and all I do is rock it. This little light of mine, I let it shine, and you can't stop it. But there's nothing these corporations just won't do for profit. This fake ass world that we live in is sick, it's truly toxic. If you don't see it that way, okay then keep talking. Don't bump into that wall while you're sleepwalking. The alarm is going off, I hear it beep often. I'm at the double doors of truth, I'm gonna keep knocking.
I just want to live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just want to fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I refuse to just go quietly into the night. There's forces of darkness at work and they're restricting the light. I'm so fed up with the lies they tell us this isn't right. It's ODD TV, you best believe I'll get up and fight. This is my plight, I'll never let you cowards get the best of me. Took the red pill, now it's time to fulfill my destiny. Living like I'm Neo, dipping from my P.O. Tripping on me cause I am the one and he's a zero. Hot like a jalapeno, bringing heat that you just can't avoid. I call out bullshit and lies, they call me paranoid. People are just foolish, full of hate,
they get angry. Point out the truth about reality, they label you crazy. Just a glitch in the system, you're a critical thinker. And no, they don't want that. Fuck them, give them the finger. I do it every single day with each and everything I say. I'm not living like a victim, it doesn't have to be this way.
I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Here's shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
Okay, Mr. Carey, I have diagnosed you with chronic depression and severe emotional abandonment. This has caused traumatic anger issues resulting in violent outbursts. You have responded to this by massive amounts of self-medication. So tell me, how does this make you feel?
I think I'm different. People looking at me funny, trying to play me like a dummy just cause I ain't got no money. I think I'm different. I keep on feeling like a waste. It's getting hard to find my place, I need my memories erased. I think I'm different. I'm kinda crazy in the brain, call me borderline insane, but I'm trying to make a change. I think I'm different. I couldn't step into my own, I was lost without a home until I found the microphone. I was the boy who switched schools, the new kid on the block, the fat kid around the corner that no bitches wanna jock, and the snitches wanna sock like I was new to this stuff. Catch me slipping on the block and try to prove that they tough. Called me names like Slim, made fun of my skin. I swear they laughed and cracked jokes like I was missing a limb. I guess I didn't fit in, I guess I'm different than them. My mama hugged me while she cried, don't you listen to them. And at times I got beat up, but I would fight to the end. Try to keep my mind open, tried to find me a friend. Was bumping tougher than leather when I was sad and wanted in. Just when it started getting better's when we packed and moved again. A setback is a setup for a comeback when it's over. Tried to suck it up instead of crying on your shoulder. I'd be lying if I told you I was fine when I was older. I'm puffing on the Doja Kill, smoking like a stoner. I think I'm different. People looking at me funny, trying to play me like a dummy just cause I ain't got no money. I think I'm different. I keep on feeling like a waste. It's getting hard to find my place, I need my memories erased. I think I'm different. I'm kinda crazy in the brain, call me borderline insane, but I'm trying to make a change. I think I'm different. I couldn't step into my own, I was lost without a home until I found the microphone.
Mr. Liederman, it seems you are suffering from social anxiety disorder with social phobias which cause you to be overwhelmed in simple situations. This sickness makes a person such as yourself have a very difficult and complicated life. I'm very sorry. How does this make you feel?
Yeah, sometimes I look into the mirror, I see me and I don't like it. I never thought there'd be a time that I would have to write this, but I'm different on the inside, it's hard to explain. And if you see me smile, I'm trying to cover up the pain, cause deep down I'm hurting, sick of trying to fit in, sick of trying to be like him, man. When I was just a kid, I was down on myself, I never thought that I could get through. The smallest kid at my school, and I was so far from cool. Just searching, trying to find the right place for me. No cable TV and no new Jordans on my feet. No girl by my side, I don't wanna be alive. Back then I was so sad, I'm so glad that I survived. Cause struggle makes you stronger, look at me, I'm living proof. If I can do it, anyone could too. I wouldn't lie to you, I was the shyest dude, and I used to be so afraid. Now I'm flowing crazy on the stage, I came a long way.
I think I'm different. People looking at me funny, trying to play me like a dummy just cause I ain't got no money. I think I'm different. I keep on feeling like a waste, it's getting hard to find my place. I need